to the Kevin Montero Show. Today I want to kind of give you a general idea of how Facebook and YouTube works, general information, and how you can make it happen, do some things that you could do on Facebook. I'm going to start doing these things too. To get, if this is what you're looking for, popularity on Facebook and popularity on YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel, how you can get people to look at your stuff on YouTube or Facebook, whatever. So let me give you some general principles. This is my Facebook page, right? Now, one of the things that you'll notice, as will be on your Facebook page, everybody has a timeline. Okay, you know that already. Now, if we look at friends, this is my friends page. Anytime a person has a friend page, you have a friend page, everyone has a friend page. The most, and I just discovered this not too long ago, the most active people that's in the world of Facebook will show up in a high position on your friend page, right? So what's the first thing you want to do? Well, I'll tell you one thing that you could do is you can create your own content with your smartphone. Respond, stuff I said before in my other shows. But here's the thing, right? Let me show you one thing. I'm just going to show you one thing you could do, and I don't want to go too long-winded with this. All right, you see this lady named Shemaine Abbott Morehouse, right? Okay. Since she's an active person on Facebook, right? That means she's rocking and rolling, right? If you go to Shemaine Abbott's page, if you know Shemaine Abbott, you can do a biography on her. You can say something about her. You can make a video just talking about her. And you can say wonderful things. Always keep positive. And then what happens is once you can do a show called About Shemaine Abbott Morehouse. Now here's this funny thing about that, right? Shemaine Abbott Morehouse, who is a very active person on Facebook, has a whole lot of friends here. These are all the people who would like to know more about Shemaine Abbott Morehouse. So, those are her friends, right? These people are most likely looking at Shemaine Abbott Morehouse's timeline because they want to know, wow, what is she doing lately? Sometimes they'll go to her timeline. Sometimes the stuff that she posts on Facebook will go on their timeline because that's how it works with Facebook. So you make a little video about, that could be one of your shows, about Shemaine Abbott Morehouse. If you're her husband, if you're her daughter, if you're her son, whatever is your relationship with her, you go to her page, you talk about some wonderful times you had with her, and then you easily post that video to your YouTube page, right? I only post things on YouTube now. I don't put stuff on Facebook no more, but what I do is I send a link to my Facebook page, and then I put it on my timeline, and then I share it with my friends. And that's one concept that you could do to promote yourself, right? And then you can go back to your timeline, right? And the people who are active on Facebook, they're going to show up. Like this guy, Ronnie Francois, that's my wife's brother. He's active. He's doing something. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something because he's showing up. He's the second most active person on my timeline. I think this is my timeline. Yeah, this is my timeline here. And I know certain things about him, so what I would do is I would go to his, if I wanted to, I would go to his page, and then I would, about Ronald Francois, this is me talking about him, I would start talking about him, and there's another thing, I would analyze his page, right? I would look at his pictures, make some comments about him, right? Go to his pictures because this man is doing it. Ronald is doing it on Facebook. And then I would make some comments about. Now, you notice what I'm doing here. In my show, I am actually looking at some of his pictures, and I have my phone in my hand, and I'm pointing it on the screen, stuff like that. And then I would talk about him, make a little biography about him. And guess what? Who you think's going to look at the show about him? He's going to look at the show about him. And as well as most of his people. Put it on this timeline about Francois. What is this guy saying about me? And then the next person is this guy named K. Victor Montero. That's my brother, by the way. Very active dude. I would go to his pictures. That's what Keith looks like. Now all y'all know what Keith looks like. That's my brother Keith. And I would go according to the. That was a girlfriend of his, and I would just start talking about him a little bit. Some stuff. Sometimes that's me. That's a picture of me when I was younger. And then I would do a little biography. This is Keith when he was younger. Right? That's a nice picture of Keith right there. And it might sound kind of boring. It might sound a little bit redundant, but people love to hear. But let me tell you something. People love to hear about their South. They love to hear about their South. People love their South. He's sporting a Kangol right there. And I'm talking about him. That's my uncle, Martin, otherwise known as Budgie. And that's him. He was in a correctional department. And I think Keith has most of the family stuff. I used to work for this guy right here. This is an awesome lawyer, a brilliant lawyer. He's deceased now, rest in peace. That's me in the middle there. Now notice I'm on his page, talking about him. That's June there, the famous toy, the famous singer. Right? There goes Keith again. Keith again. Okay. It looks like his page. It looks like I got into a loop now because it seems to be showing the same pictures, right? Okay, I want you to keep something in mind is that the name of this show is How to Do Facebook, how to promote yourself on Facebook, how to make it happen on Facebook. And I'm giving you some ideas on how you could do that. Now, right on my right hand, I'm holding my phone. And on my left hand, I'm clicking the mouse on the monitor. Everyone, you might consider hooking up your flat screen to your monitor, to your computer, or your laptop. That's easily done. Get your computer geeky person to help you do that. And Keith, this is Keith's thing, right? Remember, even though what I'm saying to you is not relevant to you, it's relevant to him because he's the one that put it on his page. So it's biography about him. And then I would just keep going down the line, do a little biography of the people I know. Certain times I have with these people down my friend list. Now, most of the people that's on my friend list, I don't know these people from nobody. But that's what you could do. And you can kind of like look down. And sometimes your friends will find you, and you will find your friends. And I would also choose everyone to be my friends. However, I just want to I just want to warn you, be careful. Don't just befriend everybody. If you see some weird picture of some girl that's scantily dressed, that might not be a real person. I think that's the new thing on Facebook that people are doing. I don't even think those are real people. I think those are, I don't know what the heck that's all about. But when you get a request, when people are sending you a friend request, I think you're going to have to dig a little bit deep to find out